Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good morning, everyone. I'm James Schaefer. We start off with your top stories brought to you by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. The Great Las Vegas Coffee Shop giveaway has found a winner for its nearly $1 million prize, but with a surprise twist.
It was such a difficult decision that we decided that we were going to do two winners.
The contest awarded not one, but two deserving winners with the ultimate gift for business owners, a chance to build out their diner or coffee shop. Facilitated by real estate development firm Dapper Companies, it took nearly 90 entries and 7 weeks of cooking from 6 finalists to find the winners. Winnie and Ethel's downtown diner will be located at the Hunteridge Shopping Center, with Danette Luncheonette to be at The Bend, a new project on West Sunset. Dapper Companies will help with everything from furniture to equipment and marketing to help both businesses open next year. Now, the estimated cost for both projects is more than $1 million. Now, in more top stories, 4 law enforcement officers from Southern Nevada were honored Thursday following their deaths in the line of duty. The names of Lieutenant Eric Lloyd, Bear Smith, Officer Jason Swinger, and Trooper Micah May will be added to the memorial wall, which includes 51 names. Las Vegas Mayor Carolyn Goodman, Sheriff Joe Lombardo, and Las Vegas Mayor Pro Tem Stavros Anthony spoke, noting the lives lost. Now, this while the widows of 2 officers have criticized Metro for not considering COVID-19 line of duty deaths. Now, according to the department, Sheriff Lombardo makes the final decision on whether an officer's death is considered in the line of duty. Now, you've heard of separation of church and state. Now we're bringing you what 2 Nevada Supreme Court justices call a violation of the separation of powers. Review-Journal's Jen Ah explains. Jen?
Well, James, this issue is surrounding Democratic Senator Melanie Scheibel of Las Vegas and whether she can work as a Clark County prosecutor, essentially holding 2 jobs in government, one in the executive branch and another in the legislative branch. Through a dissent, Nevada Supreme Court Justices Abby Silver and Christina Pickering ruled that Nevada's, quote, separation of powers clause forbids legislatures who are promoting legislation on behalf of their constituents from concurrently acting as a prosecutor. However, their colleagues have differing opinions, according to our political expert.
Now, the majority of the justices basically said it was too early to reach this conclusion and that it really was the wrong thing to do to reach the conclusion now before it had been fully briefed before the court. So they criticized the minority, these 2 justices that decided that they would opine on this question, because they said it just wasn't time to do that.
There's a case that's being appealed in connection to this matter of separation of power. However, our expert says there's no timetable on when this will be fully resolved. James?
In business, sponsored by Bank of Nevada Bank on Accountability, Las Vegas renters are experiencing one of the highest percentage price increases from pre-pandemic 2019 to 2022. This according to a new study. Out of the 15 large U.S. metro areas where rents are rising the most, the Las Vegas Henderson Paradise area ranked number 2, with median rent in 2022 showing an increase of 24.8%. That's around a $1,485 increase from 2019. Now, what U.S. area ranked number 1 for rent increase, you ask? That's the Sacramento, Roseville, Folsom, California metro area. In weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. Expect sunny skies throughout the day, with highs hitting about 83 degrees until it dips to the high 50s for the night. Saturday looking about the same by a couple of degrees. Sunday, though, we should see temperatures hitting the mid-90s. That will take us into your work week. Temps continuing to rise throughout the week to finally see some triple digits around Thursday into 100 degrees. Lows hitting the mid-80s in the evenings. In your health news, sponsored by Boulder City Hospital, we're here for you when you need us. National Emergency Medical Services Week is wrapping up. This year's theme is Rising to the Challenge and focuses on how EMS workers continue to respond and care for the needs of the community. In 2021, the Las Vegas Fire and Rescue Department responded to more than 86,000 medical emergencies. And the Welcome to Las Vegas sign turned turquoise in support of the American Lung Association and Nevada's Turquoise Takeover and Women's Lung Health Weeks. The association wants the public to know they should talk to their doctor if they're concerned about the risks, as lung cancer remains a leading cause of death for U.S. adults.
Sports, brought to you by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app today. When the Pac-12 returns to Las Vegas, there will be a change in the format of its championship game. The Pac-12 Championship, which will be held December 2nd at Allegiant Stadium, will now feature the two teams with the highest conference winning percentages, instead of using division winners to determine the title game matchup. The move comes as the conference hopes to improve its chances of getting a team into the field for the college football playoff. Utah beat Oregon 38-10 in last season's matchup. Sports betting, sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. There are 3 playoff games today in the NBA and NHL. The Golden State Warriors are 6.5-point favorites over the Dallas Mavericks at the Westgate Superbook in Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals. The total is 214. The Carolina Hurricanes are -174 favorites over the New York Rangers in Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Semifinals, and the total is 5.5. The Calgary Flames are -172 favorites over the Edmonton Oilers in Game 2 of the Western Conference Semis, and the total is 6.5.
In your lifestyle news, sponsored by Visit Laughlin, an easygoing getaway filled with good food, good people, and good times on the river. The gears are turning for robotics clubs in Southern Nevada as new funding was distributed to local programs to encourage student education. $5,000 from the Henderson Chamber of Commerce and Foundation campaign supported the programs at Coral Academy, Pinecrest, and Greenspun. Local Henderson schools will be competing at the VEX World Robotic Championship later this month. And free screenings for oral cancer. Canyon Oral and Facial Surgery is holding an Always April screening event today from 1 to 3 p.m. at its location on Durango Drive. Experts say oral cancer is rising among women, young people, and non-smokers. To learn more, visit canyonofs.com. In your entertainment news, Usher is extending his stay here in Las Vegas. The Grammy Award winner announced 2 more dates for his residency at Park MGM. That's September 7th and October 12th. The ticket pre-sale starts today at 10 a.m. Thank you for watching 7 at 7 a.m. I'm James Schaefer. If you have an Amazon Fire TV, just search Review Journal to download our channel. Watch Las Vegas breaking news streaming live on your OTT device. We'll see you back here later today for 7 at 7 p.m. From the Las Vegas Review Journal, have a great weekend.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.